Well, hello everybody. Happy Saturday. It is a warm day today. I've got a couple of fans running, and hopefully you can't hear them. And then I had my air conditioning going, but it's like really close, and if I turn it on, it's pretty noticeable. So I've got it turned off right now. So we'll see how this goes. I might melt or catch on fire or something. So today, definitely wanted to get some road work done, but I was looking at my armor situation, and it's kind of bleak. I have a bit of diamond on my chest plate with a lousy projectile protection 1. Got some iron leggings, and I've got some iron boots that are just about to break. Currently don't have a helmet, so we might need to do something about that. Oh, sun's going down. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see here. Let's grab some stuff out of here. Yeah. Okay, first thing, let's see how we're doing on materials before we get any road work done. Did I leave my horse over in the jungle? Yep, there's my horse. Oh no, that's a donkey. I think my horse is just over to the right. Yep, it's all coming back to me now. So, the road is done up to here. So that road goes all the way across, and that road goes all the way to the village. And right here is kind of where we've left off. And this makes its way out towards the desert, which is where we're starting to work now. So this little section here, I was thinking about doing some work here. Let's see if we have any tough. 8 tough there. Do the donkeys have any tough? Stone. 34 tough. Okay. So we are in a little bit of a bleak situation with the tough. 42 tough bricks. I think we're going to need more than that. So I guess let's go get some tough. We're gonna run over to the mine. I'm planning on streaming for about an hour and a half today, but again, it depends what the temperature does. If it starts to get uncomfortable or gross, might need to call an audible or something. Do. We'll need to dig another mine closer to the desert so we don't have to run back and forth. But right now, this is the easiest way to get tough because the mine intersects with a trial chamber. Okay, come down the hill. We'll tie up our horse. This'll work. Bloop, bloop. Nope, not that way. This way. So I've just been kind of chipping away at this trial chamber here. Like so. And you tend to get a lot of tuff really quickly. And so far, all of the tuff that I've taken has been here and then here. Been clearing this little wall out. So lots more left. I don't think we're ever going to run out. If we get just a couple of stacks, we'll be good for a bit. Oops. You know, we have a ton of this. I wonder if there's something interesting that we could do with the copper grating or whatever it's called. Okay. It's interesting that it dips under there. Grab the silk touch. Boop, boop, boop. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3 stacks. I think that's going to be plenty. Yeah, I might grab some of this. I think it would make for a pretty cool industrial build. I assume these are all waxed because they don't change color. We could always scrape the wax off of them. Okay. What do I get? Yeah, almost a stack. I'll play with that stuff, see if I can come up with an idea of how to use it. Okay. Nope, sun's going down. Let's sleep the night away real quick. All right. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Fantastic. Okay, I think we have enough materials. Let's go get to work. You know, one thing, I keep torches in my offhand, and if I want to tie my horse up, every time I tie a lead to a fence, it puts a torch down. See what I'm talking about? Even if, come back horse, bring the horse over here. So I've got a horse, and now I want to tie him up. It does tie it up, but puts the torch down still. I feel like that's a bug. If I have a horse on a lead and I go to tie it up, I shouldn't put a torch down, right? That's what I think. Okay, we got us some tough blocks and we've got a ton of stone, so we're gonna get back to the jungle and do a little bit more road work. And depending on how quickly that goes, we either could continue the road work into the desert or think about finding some better armor. Because my armor is awful. It's bad. Had a, I think it was a gold helmet with aqua affinity on it, and just recently it broke. It didn't have any other enchantments on it. And now when I go swimming, I get really close to drowning really quickly. That aqua affinity is a nice thing to have. And we could run down to the swamp, get some mending books, so that we can make some more permanent armor. But yeah, first things first. Okay, let's tie up Mr. Horse. Let me name these horses. Okay, I got a little bit of the edge in here, just around the curve. So we need to fill in the middle part and then continue this edge all the way down here and through the tunnel. Now over here it gets real nasty real quick, so sometimes skeletons will take a shot at me or creepers will try to creep up on me, so we'll have to be mindful of that. See how it goes. Let's start just doing the tough. So we're just gonna do every other. Skip, skip, skip. Let's change it up here. Skip, skip, skip. This was left by a Enderman. Okay. Thought. If we go full blocks in the tunnel, then we're gonna have to light this thing up. But if I go slabs, then we could potentially leave this tunnel dark, and I think that would be kind of cool. Kind of. Yeah, let's make this our transition point, and then let's run back here. And we'll go every other block again. Interesting. It's not perfectly... Oh, it makes sense. Just there is where we're gonna have the transition. Okay, fantastic. It's probably obvious, but the reason I do this sort of thing is just so it's not perfectly lined up all the way down. Like, it'll switch every once in a while where it's, you know, out of sync. Do we have stone bricks? There's some. I was doing some mossy ones just because we were in the jungle. I don't know if we need them in the cave. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Okay, and then this is where the transition will be to slabs. Fantastic. Okay, so we could do the middle part, or we could get some slabs and do the bridge. If it matters. Hello, Enderman. See, this is what happens here. These guys come along and they grab these blocks from who knows where, and they just plop them on my road. Not cool, man. Not cool. Do I have any logs? I've got some jungle logs. I need to get this out of the way. Let's grab this stuff. do, 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 do. One thing I was thinking about doing is getting some leaves and using them to do some landscaping around like the map library, some of the villages. These things look a little flat-ish, new, like not overgrown enough. What have I done? I'm going the wrong way. I want to empty this, pick you up. Do, 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 do. Cool. I just had a thought. I want to grab this and the leaves. I think that's everything. Sun going down? I can't tell. The wax copper I want to use over in the desert, and then the leaves I want to put back by the map library. So let's do that real quick before I get sidetracked and forget. Come on, horse. See, when I look at this, it just looks real flat. You know, not a lot going on as far as greenery, or I feel like old buildings have a little bit of like an overgrowth thing happening. And so if we did some this stuff, I think that would help sell it. Oh, sun's going down. Sleep time. Betty bye. Night night. Okay. So we got this stone over here, and so I think the leaves would make for a nicer transition between that and that. We could even do some down here if we wanted. Okay, that looks good. And then over here we could do a similar thing. Yeah, I think that helps. Okay, good enough for now. Let's get back to work. Leave the leaves. And back to the jungle. Grab our horse. Okay. We will need to come up with some sort of lighting solution for this portion. You know, up to the tunnel. So where did my stone bricks go? There we go. Let's start with this. Okay. And then let's grab some cobble. Cobble, cobble, cobble. Let's see, we got some mossy cobble. Regular cobble. Okay. So I think I want to transition from the mossy to the standard. Let's see, this is the one right there. Okay. And then what? We need andesite and stone. The andesite. There we go. And grab some stone. Cool. Let's see, where did we... There's some andesite there. Don't want to go too crazy with the andesite. that? Seeing things or something's after me? Okay, and then we'll do some stone. Let's make a few more of these, just so we can fill in some of the gaps. Oops. I think it's looking all right. I think the sun's going down. Do I not have a bed over here? That's problematic. I know I've got one across the bridge. I think I've got one across the bridge. Maybe I don't have one across the bridge. Maybe I moved it to the desert. Doing a little bit of work over in the desert for the next episode. Don't want to spoil anything here. Yeah. Hello, Enderman. Alright, no spoilers. There's a husk after me. There's a creeper after me. Park our horse here. And see if we can sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Grab our horse. Past the husk and the creeper. Okay. Skeleton. Camel. Hello, camel. Well, really miscalculated that. I totally thought I had a bed over there still. Okay, let's see if we can get this road done before we lose the sun again. I wonder if I have any iron over here so I can make some lanterns. Iron, no. Iron, no. Iron, no. More stone. Okay. So now we've got the road complete all the way to the tunnel. And then we want to go slabs. Let's see, we got slabs here. Hello, Enderman again. Slabs? No. Slabs. Okay. Slab, 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 slab. No idea how many I need. Let's start with that and see how it goes. Okay, and then we're just going to do the same thing. Skip, 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 skip. There's no chiseled slabs, but there are smooth slabs, and so potentially we could put a smooth slab and vary it a little bit here, so we don't get quite such a repetitive pattern. And then let's see, we're going to skip one, skip one, skip one, and then we'll do something similar here. This little road section here that connects the tunnel to the bridge, I don't love it. And the reason I don't love it is because it doesn't look supported. It looks like it's floating. You can kind of see, or maybe you can kind of see, maybe you can't see. There are like little legs under, there we go. Kind of see right through there, little legs holding it up. But it looks sort of cheap, half-assed, you know, that kind of thing. And then there's not much of a ledge or a wall or anything. It might be nice to put legs on the sides that go all the way down, and then, you know, maybe we could put the lights on top of those. I don't know, I'll play with it at some point. It's functional, it's just not very great looking. Okay. Just gonna skip one again. As far as the walls and all that, we'll come through and clean all those up. Not quite enough. Okay, not nearly enough of those either. Let's go make some more slabs. Eat, eat, eat. There we go. Chiseled, chiseled. Do I not have any smooth? Oh, there's some smooth. I only have one. Can't make slabs out of them. Great. Okay. Doot, 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 doot. Nice. Doot, 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 doot. Okay. And then we'll go through with the stone. Do a few of those. Like so. Slab, slab, slab. One there, and one there, and there. Okay. It's dark real fast. Okay, now we need the other slabs. Oh, and the sun's going down. And I still didn't grab a bed. Oh my god. Okay, let's do this. Let's go back to the map library, because it's closer, and see if I have an extra bed over there. Oh, hello, skeleton. I'm usually a much better planner than this. Okay, bed. Nope. 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 Well, I think we're just going to take this one with us, because we're getting stuck out there too often. I think there's a skeleton boy over there. There he is. Okay, back at it. For those eagle-eyed viewers, you'll notice this horse is much faster, and that's because I switched horses. I did a little playing around over at our horse stable, and I found all the horses with this pattern on them, and this was the fastest out of those horses. And so I'm going to do that with all the other horses we've rounded up and figure out which horse is the quickest. Grab some of those, grab some of those, grab some of those. I don't feel like that's going to be enough, so let's make more. Need a bunch of those. Cobble, cobble, cobble. No. Oops. Cobble, cobble. And decide I've got plenty. Okay. Okay, we're so close. So let's do some cobble. Cobble, cobble, cobble. We'll do some andesite. Trying to break it up as much as I can here without just spamming it everywhere. And that's pretty good. And then we're gonna do regular stone. Hearing things. Let's see. Stone. Might need some of these to break it up. We'll see how it goes. And it's gonna get really dark really fast. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Messed up. Try not to let the stone bricks touch because it looks too tiled. Where'd they go? There they are. I want more of a this look. Yeah. Oh my gosh, might be too dark. I've got a dynamic lighting mod, so if I take my torches out, yeah, you can see. Well, let's continue on. We'll see what we think. And we could always hang some, you know, like lanterns or something on the ceiling and just add a little. That's probably what I'll do. Add little pockets of light. It's not quite so terrifying. Okay. Oops. So, once we get this section done, then the road will be complete up to the desert. That's pretty exciting. We'll have to find some smooth tuff to put in those spots along the wall there, or else we're gonna have a tiny mob farm. And I'm out. Okay, so yeah, we need one there, and there's one other spot somewhere. Yeah, let's go grab some more slabs. Welcome to the stream. Didn't see you there in the chat. Chat wasn't ignoring you, I promise. Just doing some road work today on the stream. Got this road that goes all the way across our world. Just kind of expanding it. So not in the end, yeah, actually still in the overworld. Man, this is so dark. We'll have to make a bunch of lanterns and get this whole thing properly lit up. That there. In my previous Let's Play world, I did a lot of tunnels, and my end was very, very tunnely. This new world, I've spent very little time in the end, actually. we will change that in future episodes. It just looks like a black hole. How's the weather? The weather is hot. Let's see, right now it is 80 degrees, which is probably high 20s Celsius, if I'm doing my conversion right. It's supposed to be like this all weekend, so very warm. And I think we're going to get a little reprieve where it'll be a little more mild. Still sunny, but yeah. Before I started the stream, I had my air conditioner literally arm's length away. Whoa, skeleton. If I turn it on, it gets kind of loud, so I turned it off. But it's still staying pretty cool in here right now. Okay, we were smart this time and we grabbed a bed, so we're gonna sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. There we go. Finally playing Realms. Realms is fun. I don't currently have a realm that I am playing in. I just kind of do the solo Minecraft thing in Java. Hello, zombie. But I have played in the past on Realms, and it's very cool, very fun to collaborate with people and all that. Okay, more slabs. Slab, 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 slab. That's got to be enough, right? We'll see. And things again. Look how dark it is in this tunnel. It's so crazy. Okay, do. What's today? Today is... Java's kind of expensive. You know, I thought if you bought... Whoa, somebody's after me. I thought if you bought one version of Minecraft, you got both of them. I'm not sure which part of the world you're in, but I think in the United States it's like $25, $29, something like that. Bloop, bloop. The nice thing about Bedrock, and the thing I really wish Java had, is you can play with other people on different platforms. So you can play with people on a computer or on a Switch or on a PlayStation, you know what I mean? You can kind of play with different platforms. That's the word I was looking for. Where's that other missing block? There it is. Okay, so we need to find some smooth tuff to put in those slots. So it might be kind of fun if we just did a bit of glow lichen, maybe. I could rough up the ceiling a little bit, and then we could do glow lichen or just a lantern every once in a while, because then it's not just a black hole. We do get to see some of it. I have never played Bed Wars. I've never done Skyblock, and I've never done Bed Wars. I know people who do, and it looks fun, but I've just never gotten into it. Okay. I think we've done it. So the road connects to this, which then connects to the bridge, which then goes all the way across to the desert. Amazing. Let's figure out the lighting situation. Let's put some blocks in here. and then figure out what's next. Okay, I'm bad at estimating, so I'll probably need twice as many lanterns as I think I'll need. Okay, let's put all this back. We'll eventually move this further down so we can complete more of the road. I'm pretty sure I don't have any iron over here. I'm pretty sure I checked. So let's go get some iron. I used to play on a server with some folks, just kind of vanilla multiplayer Minecraft, and that was fun. It's fun to play with friends and to build things together and, you know, create little mini games or collaborative builds, things like that. That's the kind of Minecraft I typically am into. I'm not really very great at like the PvP. It's kind of interesting now that you have more weapons than you've ever had. You know, you of course got your swords and your bows, but you've got crossbows and mace and things like that, which I think kind of makes it a little more interesting. Hang tight for a sec here. I want to check what I've got storage-wise over here. I'm trying to work on consolidating my storage. Okay, no iron, no tough. We'll just leave it for now. Because I just have stuff everywhere right now. In all my little villages, I've got little storage areas, and I need to get it together. Okay, we got the iron farm over here, so I'm just going to go over here. So this village, Mingus, it is kind of the farming village, and I've got a couple ideas of some additional farms I want to add over here. So our little town is actually growing up quite a lot, and I've got a couple of ideas of some other things we can either add or upgrade, and it'll be pretty cool. Let's see, iron. I have to go to the iron farm. Do I have tough? Tough. No, okay, so we'll just have to dip down into the trial chamber and grab some from down there. Yeah. Oh yeah, do I have... Okay, I've got one lantern. I've got a bunch of torches. Let's use those. Okay. Excuse me, villagers. Excuse me, villagers. Let's make some lanterns. There we go. I was seeing streams to join in the servers. Like you were seeing like streams you could play on, or like they were accepting players? I would certainly consider, what do you call it, a multiplayer server if it was with other creators. Thanks for popping in on the stream. I appreciate it. Okay, torch. Nuggets. Lanterns. Definitely need more. Nugget, 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 nugget. Nugget, 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 nugget. Nugget, 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 nugget. 25. Is that enough? Probably not, right? $31. Let's go with that. Pop that in there. What else? Tough. We need some smooth tough. Oop. Oh my gosh. Is the sun going down? Yes. Let's sleep real quick. And then we'll grab some tough. And then we'll go light things up. Sleep, 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 sleep. There we go. Okay. Smooth, tough. Hang on, Horace, I'll be right back. And get from the trial chamber down here. Trial chamber. So, yeah, next episode I've actually got ready to go, and it's a good one. I'm pretty jazzed about it. Smooth Tough. Where do you live, Smooth Tough? Oh, it's right above me. Aha! Smooth Tough, Smooth Tough. There we go. Oh, I can't get back up. And then the next episode I've actually begun work on as well, just because I'm real excited about the things that are happening. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but moving towards the desert and building more redstone. So just some real cool stuff. Okay, Horace, let's go light up a tunnel. Do. This part of the world here, I mean, it's just plains, so you get your normal animals, but we loaded all this before the last update, and so like our savanna over there, we don't have any of the warm biome animals, no warm chickens, no warm pigs, no warm cows, that kind of thing. And since we've mostly been in plains and desert and jungle, really haven't seen any of the new animals, which is kind of weird. We could always, I suppose, round up some eggs or something from another biome and then try to hatch some chickens, you know, like transplant them. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just kind of fun to see the different varieties of animals. All right. We ride past the map library into the jungle. And across the jungle to the elevated roadway. Let's park our horse. Where's my lead? There it is. So the next update with the ghasts and the happy ghasts and all that, the happy ghasts have a mechanic where if you interact with it, it will only go about 30 blocks from where you interact with it. That's how horses should be. Horses should not wander off. Like, I shouldn't have to tie you up every single time I get off of this horse. So, yeah, let somebody know, please. Okay. All of these torches need to go, and so we need to light this up. I could hang lanterns, or I could do like I did over here and do little torch sconces or whatever we want to call these. Now, because it's on a diagonal, sconces might not look as good. Hanging lanterns might be the move. Okay, so we have lanterns here. What if we do one there? Let's see, get these torches out of my hand here. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. Okay, that looks great. And we'll come around here. We'll do one here. Here. Okay. Let's see. Might need a bit of stone. Might need to eat as well. I want one kind of like here. How's that look? Looks okay. Okay. Those ones might be too far away. We'll see. Okay, let's get the lanterns out of my hand and see how it looks. Pretty good. Pretty nice. Yeah, I think that is totally passable. And then we get into the freaky cave. So let's put some polished tuff in there. I need a crafting bench. And polished tuff. Oop. Here, there's a chiseled one. Do a little bit of stuff here. Okay. So let's see, we got a chiseled one there. Do like a smooth one here. Vary it a little bit. Then we're going to put Polish Tough in here. And here. Okay, that is a dark, dark cave. Now the lanterns are going to be real bright, maybe too bright. Let's see here. Yeah, see, it just kind of makes these like bands of light, which is not what I want. Glow lichen might be the way to go, because then we would just get these sort of blotches rather than these real hard stripes of light. Do I have any with me? I do not. Lichen the tunnel. Yes. I think that's the move. I think the sun is also going down. Yes. Oh, I hear monsters. There's some glow lichen. I think I've spotted some glow lichen around the jungle just to keep it lit up, but I don't have any bone meal with me, so we'll figure it out. Glow lichen, no. Yeah, like there's some down there. Should be some over here as well. No bones. All right, let's remedy that. Oh, I should grab the horse. I don't know what I'm thinking. We could run over to the mob farm and just grab a bunch of bones. This little pile, again, I said it in one of the episodes, but I think that's where I'm going to build the storage facility on the right-hand side of the road. So I'm just kind of leaving a lot of things over there so that they're ready to move in. Because I'm going to have to do a lot of running back and forth to get stuff from the villages to the central storage facility. And I don't have any great ideas for how to do it. I was playing with some redstone and I couldn't get the sorting to work, so I could always just do a good old manual storage system, but if there's any good redstone ones that aren't like rocket science, we could always try those too. Sometimes those storage facilities with all the redstone are just real tricky and real particular. They break a lot, all that. Do. Tie up the horse. Why are you down here, Mr. Golem? You better not push my cat off of the dock. I'll be mad. There you go. You can kill all the drowned that are hiding down there. Okay, to the mob farm. We'll grab us a stack of bones, and then we can bone meal up a bunch of glow lichen and see how that goes. Let's try a little experiment. I'm going to turn on the air conditioner. It's literally right there. And it's going to sound like a jet engine. Well, not so bad. Pokes through the noise gate every once in a while. Yeah, it's a little loud. Okay, mob farm. The glow lichen situation, not glow lichen, glow ink situation over here is so good. Building over the ocean was a really smart idea unintentionally, because it just loads the caves, just barely. And so I get tons of glow lichen. Let's see, bones. What's up here? Oh, bones. Also grab some arrows while I'm thinking about it. Glass bottle, we can use that eventually. Cool. Can't hear it. Interesting. I have like a little my recording software right here, and I have like a little meter that shows how loud my voice is and all of that. And when I stop talking, it goes to 0, but when this is on, it still kind of rumbles a little bit. So I assumed you could hear it, but if you can't hear it, that's great. One thing that is interesting about my part of the world up in the Pacific Northwest is we definitely have seasons. So in the summer it gets real gross and hot for a little bit, and then it rains a lot and gets pretty windy. And then in the winter we get snow and we get a lot of ice. It'll snow a little bit and then melt during the day and then freeze again at night. And it just ices everything over. So it's not like don't get the real fun, fluffy snow very often. I think that was all I needed. Bloop, bloop. Got some glow lichen right here. What do I need? Shears? Of course, my shears are going to break now. Nope. Yep. I put the iron back, didn't I? Are there shears over here? I feel like the shepherd. Yes. Okay, let's grab a couple pairs of shears. Thank you, Mr. Shepherd. Alright, let's go put some glow lichen in the cave. Sun is still up in the sky. That's great. And one thing that's nice about Australia or the United States is they're both pretty big, and so if you don't like the weather, you can go to a different part and experience some pretty different things. I'm on the coast, and so we get a lot of that kind of weather, but the opposite coast, like they get, you know, the hurricanes and stuff like that, which we don't ever get just because of the rotation of the earth and whatnot. And then in the middle of the country, there's a lot more mountains, and so they get a lot of that real fluffy snow and stuff like that. And then down south, it gets real hot, real deserty or swampy. So it's kind of fun to be able to explore different parts of the world, or the country, as it were. Okay, tie up the horse. The horse that still needs a name. Should probably come up with some naming convention for the horses. Oh, hello, creeper. All right, I'm gonna sleep this night away here, and then we'll do the glow lichen. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Time to sleep. Sleepy time. Sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep, sleep. Sleep. Okay. Let's, before I get on the slabs and can't do this, let's bone meal some of this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, we could probably like introduce some of the glow lichen a little earlier. We'll figure it out, like here or something. Okay, so glow lichen up high looks like that. See, that's better. I was thinking about roughing the ceiling up, but down here, there's nothing above the ceiling because it protrudes out into the jungle. So I can't really do that. So we'll just have to make do. I might not need to do anything to the walls since I can't see anything. Let's see, what if I put some on the ceiling? That looks good. See, I do like the roughness though. If there's a way we can figure that out, I think it'd be worth it. Yeah, that just adds such character to it. Here, let's do this just so I can see. The silk touch, yes. Dirt. What happens if I poke the dirt? Is it... Okay, we're good. Yeah, it's so much more subtle than the... See, that looks great. Oops, I lost my torch. Okay, now here we have some andesite, and that's going to mess things up because it looks different. So we need to fix that. Oh, andesite walls. Yep, need to fix that. And here I think is where we're going to have trouble. Yeah, because there's nothing above. So we'll figure that out as well. We can definitely use the andesite in our road, so not sad about that. Where'd my shears go? There they are. Oops, I missed. Yeah, need more stone so I can clean up these weird little cobble spots. Just kind of trying some different stuff out here. Yeah, I think that looks really good. It's very subtle, adds a little bit of texture to the ceiling, but the floor is still real dark. Need to rip the andesite out of the walls. Place a lot of the dirt and stuff like that. Knock that out of there. Just take one more look. Yeah, I think that's real moody and real cool. Very happy with that. Plus, since we're slabbed up here, we don't have to worry about things spawning. Yeah. Very cool, and very different than the other spots that we've been building. Okay, so let's put some torches near the work here. So that's where we've off there, and then the andesite is here. So that's that. Okay, so those are the spots I need to kind of clean up. Awesome. Well, I'm pretty thrilled with the progress today. Let's run back to the map library, give the map a quick look, and then I'll probably wrap up for the day because I need to get some stuff done. Let's put this in here. There we go. Come along, horse. So like I said, next episode is going to be a little bit farm-centric and a little bit exploration, and then the next episode that I'm just starting to work on, very focused on the desert, and it's real cool. I'm really excited about where things are headed and the work we're doing and all that. This is just a little bit of a spoiler here, but you can see on that side, once we cross the bridge, we get down to the desert and starting to do some work down there. So, we got Mingus down here. We still got to go to that woodland mansion. We haven't gone in there yet. At that weird, messy village that's on the side of the mountain down there. At the hilltop village that we'll work on in a little bit. And then the road goes all the way there by the portal. So now our road is complete from here all the way to there. We have the jungle part all finished. We have the part that goes through the tunnel all finished. We got the bridge, and then this tunnel that goes through to the desert, that still needs some work. And then the road will come out here, go into the desert, down to the desert village, and it's gonna be great. And the nighttime has come, and I left my bed over in the jungle. So, didn't do a great job of bed management on this stream. It's alright. Is what it is. There's a zombie. The leaves around the villages and all of that, I think, are going to make it look a lot more alive. It'll be fun to do some landscaping and all that. I've been playing a little bit with my streaming software, because like right now you've got me down in the corner, and then right above me you can see what song is playing. I'm just doing a little screen capture of my software, so like if I move my mouse over the song, you can I'd probably see the mouse maybe. And then I've got a couple of little effects, like if ever I want to kind of blow me up, I can do that for like a moment. Oops, I went off the side. So that's fun. I've got everything's ruined. I've got a little bit of confetti. So some different fun things there. As far as scenes, really, I don't do much because I don't stream all that long, about an hour and a half. There is like a be right back scene, if I need to run away and take a break, stuff like that. But yeah, otherwise, my streams are pretty mellow. It'd be fun to come up with some things to, make them more engaging, more exciting. could always do a poll, on at the beginning of a stream and see, what people think. Get some input from the viewers and the subscribers. I think that might be kind of worthwhile. So yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm very excited again about where this is all headed. This part of the world, as you can see, we've not really touched at all. It's just a big empty canvas. And even in the parts we have visited, still a lot to do over there. So I'm pretty excited about it all. But yeah, I think that is where I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you all for popping in and saying hi and all of that. I always appreciate the company and getting some stuff done. We will keep doing the Saturday streams. They seem to work out pretty well for me for now. And if the air conditioner is not bothering anybody, then awesome. So again, thanks so much. And I will see everybody in the next one. Bye-bye.